Story bias, applying the concept in counseling. 1. Understanding story bias. Story bias refers to the human tendency to create coherent and simplified narratives from complex events, often overlooking nuances, randomness, or contradictory evidence. For example, people may attribute their career success solely to hard work, ignoring external factors like privilege or luck. Similarly, failures are often over-attributed to personal flaws rather than systemic or contextual influences. In counseling, story bias can lead clients to develop rigid, oversimplified self-narratives that reinforce negative beliefs or hinder growth. 2. How story bias is useful in counseling. Challenges oversimplified narratives, helps clients recognize the complexity of their experiences, moving beyond black and white thinking, promotes nuanced understanding, encourages clients to explore the multiple factors shaping their life stories, reducing self-blame or overconfidence, fosters adaptability, enables clients to revise and expand their narratives, embracing change and growth. 3. Practical application in counseling. A. Identifying story bias. Activity. What's your story? Ask clients to describe the stories they tell themselves about significant life events. Example. A client might say, "I'm a failure because I lost my job," ignoring external factors like economic conditions or the opportunity for a fresh start. Counselor's role. Help clients identify where their stories oversimplify, omit details, or exaggerate certain aspects. B. Reframing narratives. Exercise. Expand the story. Encourage clients to explore alternative perspectives. What else might have contributed to this event? How would someone else describe this story? What parts of this story do you emphasize and why? Example, a client blaming themselves for a breakup might explore how both partners contributed to the relationship dynamic and recognize their personal growth from the experience. Encouraging open-ended narratives. Teach clients to view their stories as ongoing and flexible. What would the next chapter of this story look like if you had control over it? How can this experience become part of a larger narrative of growth? Detailed tips for application. Normalize complexity. Emphasize that life events rarely have one simple cause or meaning, and it's okay for stories to be incomplete or evolving. Challenge hero-villain narratives. Encourage clients to avoid reducing themselves or others to single-dimensional roles, e.g., always the victim, always the savior. Use evidence-based thinking. Guide clients to examine the factual accuracy of their stories and explore what's been omitted or exaggerated. Share 5. Examples. Self-esteem counseling. A client who views themselves as a perpetual failure because of past mistakes might explore successes they've ignored or reframed as luck. Relationship counseling. A client who believes, "I always choose the wrong partner," might examine patterns in their relationships and external factors rather than oversimplifying the narrative as a personal flaw. Career counseling. A client attributing career success solely to their hard work might explore systemic advantages or support networks that contributed to their achievements, fostering gratitude and humility. 6. Integrating story bias techniques into a course of treatment. Initial sessions. Identify the dominant narratives shaping the client's self-concept and explore their origins. Midway through counseling, use tools like journaling or storytelling exercises to expand and reframe these narratives. Ongoing work. Reinforce flexibility in storytelling, encouraging clients to revise their stories as they gain new insights and experiences. Outcome measurement. Assess whether clients can recognize and challenge rigid or oversimplified narratives and develop more nuanced, empowering self-stories. 7. Conclusion. Story bias often traps clients in rigid, oversimplified narratives that shape their perceptions and choices. In counseling, addressing this bias helps clients embrace the complexity of their experiences, challenge unhelpful narratives, and create more balanced and flexible self-concepts. By fostering awareness and adaptability, counselors empower clients to take control of their life stories and view them as ongoing journeys of growth and resilience.